Legend of Total War here with part 2 of my Rome Total War Let's Play campaign as the Scipii Romans. Alright, so previously, hope you guys enjoyed the very long previous episode. Alright. We conquered Syracuse, Lilybaeum, Thapsus, and Carthage. It was essentially a double episode, which all episodes will be like in this campaign, because every episode is going to be a minimum of 90 minutes, unless there's some reason that I couldn't do it for 90 minutes. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I just took Carthage. So obviously the war is going very well against the Carthaginians. And now what are we going to do? So I'd like to reform the army up a little bit with Principes. But at the end of the day, I want to go straight to legionary cohorts. Which we're not too far off that, I think, because this got 17,000 population in there. A lot of pirates hanging around the sea, so we're probably going to want to get rid of them. We still need to take, I think it's Leptis, no, that's owned by rebels. So we have kicked out the Carthaginians from here. So as far as I'm concerned, our war with them is over. And now we just need to wait the next Senate mission, because in this campaign we're being the Senate's bitch. I mean, that's just really what's it called? A vulgar way of saying that we're going to support the Republic. Well, now, my personal stance on things are usually fucking Imperium all the way for emperors and dictators, because fuck democracy. But, you know, like I say, role-playing can actually be quite enjoyable sometimes, so that's what we're doing. At least until I get sick of it. Alright, so what do I want? We want Principes, and do I want to retrain any of these guys, or do I want to merge them and just be done with them? Well, I'll keep the tier 2 ones. Let me just see if I can make some... Okay, it's got tier 3 now. Alright, yeah, I'll retrain them. Make sure I do that at the end of the turn, though. What do we want out of Carthage, which is a minor settlement? What do we want to build here? So we're going to have culture penalty. Okay, so we've got the Temple of Baal, or whatever it is. Let's destroy that for Saturn. Good old Kronos, the Latin version of Kronos. Go with that. It takes us time. Just trying to get our population up as high as possible, because a huge city can get our best troops from, and in Rome Total War it makes a huge difference. It's a very good idea to get your best units, because they're not that more expensive. They are. Well, let me just put it this way: it's cost effective to get your best units in this game. Okay, so I'm a little bit concerned about the public order here, but that should negate it. Should fix it straight away. So what I'll do here, by training a bunch of those, that way the population growth isn't going down. I can just disband them, so it will actually... It works in a very small manner to increase growth. I might even train some peasants from here to transfer them to Capua, because I need it to become a huge city as soon as possible. But at the same time, look, at the same time, I also need these settlements to become huge cities, so... Okay, maybe... Just be patient, okay? It's not like we're not doing a blitz campaign, so there's no need to rush.
Ready to sail.
Alright. Oh, hang on. We're gonna retrain these... Oh, motherfucker. Okay, well, we're not going anywhere for a while. Let's just stay put. In fact, since we're not going anywhere for a while, why don't you come down here and govern Thapsus?
Out of move, sir.
I don't know what the Senate wants me to do in regard to this, but I don't have any settlements that border them, and essentially it could be up to the Brutii to finish them off. So we'll see if we can get a good deal out of them. I don't know if that's a good deal or not, but whatever. So we're not accepting any of this shit. We shall be only Scipio. Ah, so they still want me to take Lepcis Magna. Okay, but this should be easy enough. Just it's not owned by Carthage. How did the Senate feel about it? The thing is, I can't check what the Senate feels about them prior to it. I don't... Well, whatever. If the Senate asks me to go and attack them, I'll go do it. Alright, so we need to get moving right away. Who's going to stay behind here? Someone with a bit of influence will be needed. How about you, Quintus Scipio?
Sir.
And do we need to leave a garrison? Let's see.
Onward.
Well, you're going to have to stay behind for retraining. How bad is it? Alright, it'll keep it under control.
General.
Best we go by land, because of... Oh no, that guy can't get out of there, can he? Alright, never mind.
Forward. Out of move.
Okay, build the roads here so that we can get across it a bit quicker. We should train some more Principes here, because these guys might turn around and head straight for Carthage. So we'll definitely want some defenders there. And we're certainly going to need more public order, because I don't want these guys sitting around here forever. So what else are we doing? Okay, so like I said, that fixed up public order here. Growing again. Yeah, we need to be focusing on both public order and importing any slaves. Public order and population growth. I really want to get rid of this, but it's just not a priority right now. Fucking rebel standing right in between a good trade zone.
Ready to sail.
We'll see if we can get these guys on the boats. Which will get them to Lepcis a bit faster. Anything else needs to be done? Doesn't look like it. Moving on. Now, normally by this stage in the campaign, I already own like freaking 20 settlements. Well, not really that many. But I'd own quite a lot. But like I said, we're just taking it easy, having fun. It probably will be more entertaining, I suppose, if we wait to see what the Julii and Brutii get up to. Usually the Julii, I think, grow the fastest. Okay, Cornelius Scipio's dead. So if he had died in Carthage, it wouldn't have really made any difference. Except our troops would have run away. Anyway, he's dead now. So now Julianus Scipio, 43-year-old man, he's the leader. Alright, let's have a look at our family tree and see what's going on here. So, Quintus Scipio is the new heir. I don't think I'll keep him as the heir for long. When one of these children come of age, or maybe he should just be the elder son each time. He's the head of the family. You should do it. Basically, whoever's on the leftmost side of the tree is the heir. Unfortunately, though, he got disinherited, which reduces his influence. But whatever. It didn't ask me which one I wanted. It just automatically assumed him. Alright, so you come down to here.
Yes, Captain. Sir. To the ships.
We're going to try and beat Numidia there, because if they take it first, we are allied with them. I don't know, the Senate won't be pleased about that. Okay, Lily Biome, just focus on population growth. Nothing else to spend. Oh, that reminds me. Cancel that. And I'll disband these guys. Actually, I'll disband one of them next. We want to make more money. I'll disband the other one a bit later on, when it's closer to 24,000. Alright, let's move on. Not give me any Senate officers, that's okay. Still early in the campaign. We're the most advanced faction, great. Lucius Scipio has come of age. Great.
Aye, Captain.
Gotta get there before they do.
Aye, aye, Captain. Off the boats.
Okay, looks like we've made it here.
Sir,
Yeah, we had 5 generals in here, and now there's only 4 because we left 2 behind. That's okay. It doesn't really matter. Are you the? Yeah, you're the faction leader. All right, that's fine. All right, let's reorganize this real quick. Hang on. You need to make the attack first.
Prepare for battle. Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement.
Good thing for us, there's no walls, so we don't need a protracted siege. We can get out of the way now. Any mercenaries here? Yeah, there are, but we don't need them. What are we up against? Town militia, so this is not going to be a problem in any way, shape, or form. If it were one of the later Total War games, just auto-resolve a battle like this. But the thing is, when you auto-resolve a battle like this in this game, it takes casualties, more casualties than what you would have taken, and in units that you wouldn't have used, but needed for something else. So there's incentive to fight the battle manually in this, whereas in later Total Wars, who gives a fuck? They just get them all back at the end turn anyway. It used to be that auto-resolve was only for like the easiest battles, but now it's just a case of, unless the balance of power is actually against your favour, just auto-resolve it. Which I don't think is good, because I know how to put the balance of power in my favour majority of the time. But let's not talk about that game. Alright, where are you? You should be up front here, so that you can shoot them. And you guys come at the flank, so that if they come up here, you can shoot them. This is why I want Archer Auxilia. The longer range makes such a big difference. Alright, there you go. Come on, you skirmish moding son of bitches.
The general is running away. This is no. The gods be praised. The enemy general is dead. His men know their doom approaches.
If the general's dead, they're not going to last. There we go. Okay, good. Took a few casualties on that one, but that's fine. As soon as the Marian reforms happen, those archers are obsolete. Enslave them because we need the population. And now we wait for the next Senate's instructions. What do we need? Probably go with paved roads. I feel like I'm going to need to move around a lot around here. God damn it, look at all the ships from Carthage. Do any of them have troops on them? Because if they're bringing troops, we should be ready. The pirates tend not to bloody go for them. No troops on here, so nothing to be too concerned about. They might blockade the port, but that doesn't concern me too much. You just stay in there for the time being. I forgot to retrain him. It's alright, I'll do it over the end turn. What do we need? I think the Temple of Saturn is big enough for now. Do we want better cavalry? I don't like cavalry auxiliary. Let's get just some roads. Okay, anything else? Syracuse over here needs population growth. And Capua, that's going to give us an extra 5% public order, which isn't a lot. There's nothing else here that's going to provide public order. The big problem here, I think, is squalor. Yeah, huge problems with squalor. We'll only be able to get that down by 20% before problems start to happen. So, what do we need to do about that? If we built an arena, that would help. I think we got to build the marketplace before we can get the arena, because that would help more than this. That way I could just pay for public order. Oh good, we got some slaves coming in here as well at the moment. That's good to see. And let's move on again. I think I need to build up my navy a bit more, because the Senate does quite frequently ask for to blockade ports, And if I don't have enough ships, then... Well, that's pretty good. If I don't have enough ships, then I won't be able to get across the sea easily enough. But I do like to just tech up to the final things. So there's no Senate missions at the moment. Gives me time to set up.
Fleet ready. Aye, aye, Captain.
I think it's best we build a wall here. Not that it's not well defended right now, but when they leave, you're going to want a wall. It gives you time to get back there. Alright, around Carthage, what do we want to do here? Oh, I forgot to retrain that again. Not hugely important. Okay, if we build up the roads, that could make us quite a lot of extra money, but also at the same time, public order would be good, especially getting rid of all this corruption. I'm gonna go with that, just because I think that'll make me more money, and also make it a lot easier to traverse this area when the time comes. And also, because that's being built up, they'll be able to connect up a lot easier. Okay, so over here, Lily Biome, what do we need? Slight public order issues due to culture penalty, but it's nothing too concerning. Let's just build the Neptune structure, just so we get that set up. So what's going on over here? Why are the Brudii like doing nothing? It's already been 8 years since we started the campaign. That means we're on turn like 16 or 17. They've only taken one region. Come on, hurry up. How are they going? They've only taken 2, so I'm well ahead of them. Even when I'm going slow, I'm still ahead of them. But then again, most people would be going ahead of them, even when they are just dicking around. Alright, so like I said, we need to build up better ships, so we should be adding triremes now. They're slightly more expensive, but they are much better. It's worth the price. So it's all about cost effectiveness, and when you've got 50% more cost, it also comes with 50% more men and better stats. Well, then that makes it worth it, especially when it's auto-resolve only. Alright, and this unit over here needs to be retrained. And just... No, I can't get that this turn. Alright, moving on. Anything interesting? Nope. Nothing to be concerned about. Is this region here still owned by... No, that's owned by Numidia now. So we can't go marching in here. Not that I would really want to anyway. It's trash. Let them build it up a little bit first. Alright, Lily Biome, what do we need here? Population growth. It needs to grow by quite a lot. Still quite a lot of slaves here, which is good for growth. Almost at 20,000. I gotta wonder though if he's actually causing problems in terms of public order. Let's see. Would it be better if he left? No, he's definitely helping at least a little bit. So yeah, you stay there. You can always hire mercenaries to increase the population growth as well. Anything else we need to construct? Yep, down here. We need the Temple of Saturn, because we're going to need public order. And let's move on. One of the things that makes blitzing really effective, if you learn how to move around fast enough, at the beginning of any Total War campaign, the AI doesn't have enough armies, but they start to really build up a lot of troops over time, which makes blitzing, like, after 100 turns, much more difficult. The Vulcan go to destroy the Greek town of Naxos. Okay, okay, didn't do anything else to us, it's fine. Once again, nothing going on. Okay, so now we've got access to other buildings here. Let's get the arena, because it's getting pretty close to being ready to grow again, which will get it to huge city, which will enact the Marius reforms. I'm going to need more ships. I know I could fill the queue, but I just prefer doing things one turn at a time. Otherwise I tend to forget about the things that I'm up to. This settlement needs population, so let's go with land clearance. And we're all good here, moving on again. Still no missions from the Senate recently. I don't really feel like going all the way over to Spain to deal with this. To deal with the last of the Carthaginians. We'll just deal with them in time. Because spreading my forces all over the place is going to make it harder to defend my territories. Okay, let's build the arena here because I think public order could be an issue if we ever decide to let him leave. Make him leave. Or order him elsewhere, I should say. I think that'll do for the time being in terms of ships. Oh no, actually I think we could do a bit more. Actually, just get them at Syracuse.
Fleet ready. Set sail. Fleet ready.
Ah, damn it, piece of crap. Alright, what I'll do,
Fleet ready.
put this ship in here and then I'll disband this one just because it's this crappy bioream, I don't care about that.
Ready to sail. Aye aye, Captain.
Can't disband them except in a port. You come over here, that way that one can get retrained as well.
Fleet ready. Aye aye, Captain.
I'd much rather have one big fleet floating around than lots of little pieces of shit fleets that can't do anything. And this over here, I want them training more Principes. Actually, Principes would be better trained from the capital. Just get them anyway, just a couple. Right, moving on. I mean, we've got the cash for it. Afford it now. Okay, everything's still looking good. Some rebels have showed up over there, but not a big deal. Yep, grow the population here. I might actually take you out just for a moment. Here, hire the crappy mercenaries here because they're cheap, and then just disband them, and disband these as well. Yeah, disband them because it increases population. I've never been a fan of Lepcis. Get rid of them. Good. That's helped its growth by a lot. And also, we'll be able to save up quite a bit of money with that, because we're not really in any serious wars. And we've got Principes being trained here. I've just got a phone call coming in, so I'll be right back. Alright, let's resume. Alright, so where was I? I was probably just doing more of the same, just building up, just waiting for the Senate to issue me an order, or for someone to betray me, or for the Julii or Brutii to do something. I'm not used to waiting around for other players to do them. What's this over here? I should probably get away from that. What's our chance of success? It doesn't really matter if we get a defeat, because they're coming. Yeah, it's going to be a defeat. The thing is, there's no running from this. If I auto-resolve this, I lose. If I don't auto-resolve it, they'll attack me and I'll lose. Like I said, there was no running from it. I gotta get the fuck back to... There was no port here either. It's fucking pirates. Oh well. Let's move on. Like I said, we're trying to build up a navy so that pirates aren't an issue, because pirates do... They're very frequent in this game. But it shouldn't be the first thing you build up. It is, because you can get through the entire game without needing much of a navy. Alright, now we're going to try and get this guy back to Syracuse, but I'm sure that the pirates are hot on their trail. But, like I said, if I lose them, it's not a big deal. Triremes. Oh wait, there they are up there. The thing is, they've got better types of ships, and they're also hugely experienced. And when it comes down to experience on a ship, it makes a huge difference, especially for auto-resolve. Alright, so Thapsus over here. Large town, what are we doing? It's getting ready to grow. Well, more like it's running out of stuff to build, so it needs to grow soon. So what do we need over here? If we get the large temple of Neptune, when do we start getting the better stuff, the better ships? Does it only come... Okay, it'll come at large town. We can get the Corvus Quinquireme. But yeah, it'll also take some time. Okay. I'll go with population growth first. We need to really get these settlements leveled up. That way we'll have a technological advantage over everyone. What do we need here? Okay, so we've got... Okay, now that we've got the yearly game sorted out here, we can continue smashing up population growth. What should we do? We'll go with this because that'll provide public order as well as population growth. Actually, no. This is going to be done soon. And when that's done, we're going to want proper troops. So let's get the Legion barracks. Because yeah. Unfortunately, I just can't build everything all at once. You gotta try and plan it 10 turns ahead of schedule. Right, moving on. Hopefully by the time the Legion barracks is finished, it'll be ready to grow. And then, you know, because you don't automatically get your best units as soon as you become a huge city, they just become unlocked. You still need to build the Legion barracks after that. And since it's so close to growing, I probably don't need the actual bath just yet. Good that it's growing. This will be growing next turn, which is good. Syracuse up here. What are we doing? Growing. Get the market, probably better off. Unlocks new buildings. So looking at this over here, yeah, I mean only 1,200 left to go. 3 turns. Did it just stop getting the slaves? Yeah, stop getting the slaves. It's okay, I'll disband these as soon as that's done, so that we get the additional population in here.
Fleet ready. Ready to sail. Ready to sail.
Okay,
Ready
well,
to sail.
this fleet here has got a better commander, because I can't merge both of them. No, I can't. So if I was to leave someone behind, I'd prefer to leave a bireme.
Ready to sail. Aye, aye,
That
Captain.
didn't work either. No, it's with that right, so that's his flagship right there. The Admiral. Unless we do something like this.
Ready to sail. Set sail. Ready to sail. Fleet ready. Aye, Captain.
Okay, no.
Fleet ready.
So unless we do something
Ready
like
to sail.
this,
Yes, Captain.
and then we can disband him. There we go.
Fleet ready. Yes, Captain.
Good. Did I ever end up retraining that unit? Yeah. There shouldn't be any need for us to ever hire any more biremes. Keep getting more triremes, and then better ships after that, so that no pirate ever bothers us again. Let's move on. I will control the seas in the Mediterranean. I promise you that. So the Brutii are on the march. Good for them. Sent officers assigned. We finally got a I don't know how it's pronounced. Quaestor? Or is it Keister? I don't know. The thing is, I won't know how to pronounce it until I actually hear someone say it. Religion, it's pronounced Quaestor. I don't know. Too many fucking vowels all in a row. Alright, so let's see. That's all done. Is this almost ready to grow? 2 more turns. Alright, moving on again. What about down here? Is that all? It's all done? Moving on. So we're ranking up a pretty good treasury. But we're probably going to be lagging behind in terms of military. But what I'm trying to do is just rush my tech up. I think they bribed that settlement. I'm not giving you shit. I'm not giving you all that money and all of your settlements back. Go kiss my ass, motherfucker. If you want them back, you have to fight me for it. Bitch. I'm also not interested in sending my diplomats around the world, getting trade agreements. That doesn't interest me. It's not worth it. Waste of time. Oh, but Legend, you can get 1,000 denarii from each trade agreement. I don't fucking care. Alright, so... Yep, get more crop rotation. Good. If we need to disband them to grow the settlement, we can do that next turn. No problem. And that'll give us access to, I think, early legionary cohort once it becomes Marian reforms. But I want to get the late... No, I want to get fucking urban cohort. I'm just going to spam in the urban cohorts because those things are orgasm incarnate. I think that the Warhammer 40k, when they were designing the Terminator suits, they were looking at Rome Total War urban cohorts. Even though I'm sure the Terminators, Warhammer 40k is older than Rome Total War. Doesn't matter. Urban cohort is what sold this game to so many people, I reckon. You'd be like, urban cohort, urban cohort. And then it's just sold. Oh yeah, gotta love them urban cohort. Alright, nothing much going on here. Moving on. No point hiring any units that are going to be obsolete soon. I'm really not used to sitting around on my hands like this, just waiting for someone else to do something. It's just not my way. Okay, public order has gone downhill here. That's not really good. Let's see, what are we gonna need for that? Let's grab that so we can in future just play the games. Agent found, yep. Alright, so that was perfect timing there. And I never once hired a single Triari. But I don't like Triari. I mean, I just don't like spearmen in general in the Roman era. That much. In the medieval era, yeah, spearmen are pretty good, but not in this one. Let's see here, what do we need? Get a port, oops. Get a port so you can trade across the Mediterranean. And that's all we need. What are you doing over here? Oh, that's right, you're training peasants. Wait, what happens if you train this instead? Yeah, go with that. Because I do need a big navy. Although, I do want a better navy. Once that's built, that'll help public order. What's the fucking problem here? So we still got a lot of culture penalty. If we can get rid of some of that, that would certainly help. Wait, why is there so much... Oh, because of the governor's palace. That always counts for like freaking heaps. Never mind. Waiting for it to grow then. Moving on. Brutio probably going around bribing everyone because they get heaps of money. Well, if you can't win them on the open battlefield, bribe them. Come on, Senate, give me a mission. I've been sitting on my hands doing nothing. City expands Masana. It's great. Prioritize that. You can drop the taxes here because money is not an issue. Gaul and the Greek states doesn't concern me. Okay, Carthage. I mean, just about everything except for the dogs and the ships are going to be obsolete, and of course, spy and diplomat. It's 5 more turns until that. That being said, if we build up the army barracks, we'll have early legionary cohort available here soon. Actually, no, that'll be late legionary cohort. Alright, that'll be good. I'm not just gonna, like... Well, I'm waiting, of course, until the Senate gives me another mission. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to wait before I do anything until I've got urban cohort, because there's still a little while away before that'll happen. Moving on. I mean, I very well could send an expedition over to Spain to go and finish off Carthage. But I reckon as soon as I did that, then the Numidians will just attack me here, because no ally has got honor in this. Okay, nothing of any real interest. Settlements are growing, good. Probably slaves are starting to die off soon, which will lower population growth. Public order here is alright for the time being, so let's just go with population growth. Okay, Thapsus. Okay, it might just make it. Actually, no, go with that. Over here, oh shit, it's gone down by a lot. And that population is really swelling. Well, like I said, I'm working on it. Moving on. Fuck, it's getting hot in here. I gotta turn the fan on, which causes some background noise, but it's getting hot. It's not quite winter here yet in Australia, but it's starting to cool down, which is good. Also, another thing is that my office is like a fucking sauna. It does get very hot in here. Okay, can we cancel some of these? I really don't want that many peasants. I'd rather pay for games. Alright, so... I mean, the Temple of Neptune isn't going to do much for public order. But just do it anyway. It's better than nothing. Once we've upgraded the settlement, the public order should be much better, because we get rid of that stupid culture penalty. Although having Capua as a capital is probably the least efficient region for us. Syracuse would actually be better, but I want to keep it there just because whatever, just because I want to, that's all. I know it's not efficient. I'm sure there'll be some people going, why aren't you changing your capital? It's on the edge of your empire. It's like, I know that, okay? I know. Keeping it there because I'm role-playing. Alright, let's move on. It's not like it's... I mean, it makes a small difference, but it's not enough to make any real difference, I should be saying. Whatever. Alright, so the Brutio look like they're catching up. The Julii have been doing nothing for a while. Because you can see the Brutii there, they're trying to attack Pataphum. I'm doing fucking commentary for my allies' moves. Because I'm not doing anything. Just sitting in my hands, just twiddling my thumbs, waiting for the fucking Senate to say, hey, why don't you go kill those people? Be known as the Senate's dog. I mean, I like dogs and all, I just don't want to be one. Public order's pretty good here. But it could be a bit better. Oh, no, that's fine. Go with the crop rotation. Syracuse. Man, the population is just going downhill so badly. I think there's a spy in there. It's the only real explanation. And nothing else going on. Alright, moving on again. The Brutii is going to take Patavium, which is normally something that the Julii would take. Normally the Brutii go into Anatolia. Alright, most advanced factions us. Diplomatic information, yep. Well, so I'm just thinking like, because some people don't watch. Like I've been doing YouTube for long enough to kind of know what a lot of people do or what they think, how people behave when they see certain campaigns. And so I'm able to anticipate it to a certain degree. And I'm more often than not, that you guys might realize, correct about these things. But someone who's probably going to look at like episode 3 or 4 without having looked at episode 1, which people will do, and they'll look at my campaign and I've only got, what, 10 regions, and they'll see me on 200 BC, and they'll be like, what the fuck is going on here? This isn't Legend of Total War. How the fuck has he wasted so much time not realizing that we're fucking role-playing here? We're just playing the game. We're not blitzing. We're not playing my usual way. Because sometimes doing that does get very boring, and I've been doing that for so long. I just want to play like a noob for a while. It's not really playing like... We're still playing on the hardest difficulty. We're just... Whatever, we're just playing the game. Doesn't matter. We don't have to always go conquest. Anything else to do? Doesn't look like it. Still just waiting around for the Senate to offer us, or tell us to do something. I am considering sending a force up. Maybe once the Marian reforms happen, I'll train a new army at Carthage and I'll send it over to Iberia. Okay, so the Julii have taken Palma. So that means that the Carthaginians have got probably 1 or 2 regions left at most. Because they're the only ones I'm at war with, right? Yeah, and rebels, which... There's probably not going to be that many rebel settlements left. Nearly 45 minutes into the campaign. Normally I'd be wrapping things up at this point, but nope. Halfway through the episode. So, Gaius Marius has proposed a series of law that we've all read this before. Anyway, if you want to read it, just fucking pause the video on that frame. Alright, so bye old fucking crap. And now we get the new good stuff. The better troops. So let's have a look at our standing with the Senate. So yeah, it fell with the people. That it really doesn't matter too much at this stage. Alright, so let's have a look at what's available. Public order here went downhill quite a bit. So, we've got the early legionary cohort here. That'll give us the late legionary cohort. Which technically even shouldn't be available in this campaign, because I'm pretty sure the Lorica Segmentata, that was used like after, or maybe it was used during Augustus's reforms. So this game is supposed to end at 14 BC, which is the 14 AD, which is the death of Augustus Caesar. So yeah, I don't know. Alright, so we've got access to Praetorian cohort, but they're not urban cohort. And they take 2 turns to recruit. Comparing them to legionary cohort, you got to pay legionary cohort a bit more, but comparing them to Hastati, for example, which is their equivalent. No, their equivalent is Principes, actually. Still, so 2 high melee attack. Missile attack is... Oh, hang on. It's Praetorian. Missile attack is 2 higher. Defense 3 higher. Bit of armor. And defense skill. And I think the late legionary cohort Well, they're just called the legionary cohort, I should say. The difference between them, I think it's just extra armor. Yeah, much higher extra armor. But apart from that, yeah, their upkeeps are exactly the same as well. Alright, so at Capua, we finally have a huge city. Now, that would have instigated the Marian reforms for our allies as well. But this also means that I have the largest city in the world. Capua is the largest city in the fucking world. And, yeah, I don't know. What are we going to do with it? Should we maybe get the Temple of Vulcan, which will be able to upgrade our units more? Should we get public order? What do I need? I don't need the settlement to grow anymore. So let me just have a look at the building browser here and just plan out exactly what I'm going to get, because I definitely want to get urban cohort. They're just so fucking fantastic. And hang on, where are we? Circus Maximus. Get the Praetorian Cavalry, also some of the best cavalry in the game. I think they take 2 turns to recruit. And from here, I like to get the Archer Auxilia because they have long-range missiles. I'm not really a big fan of heavy onagers, but because we're role-playing, maybe I will get them in this campaign. I'm not really fond of bashing down walls. I just don't think you need to do that. Alright, what are we going to build here? I mean, we can always just increase the games because we've got heaps of money. Let's get the army barracks. I did say we would focus more on infantry in this campaign. Now, normally what I do is go straight for the cavalry because you guys know I've got a huge boner for strong cavalry. But I don't think we need to do that. So, the Senate hasn't asked us to do anything recently, so I'm not really too concerned. Let's increase the games here. And just keep building. The thing is, once we get urban cohort, it's still not perfect because then we need the Pantheon to Vulcan, which will give them extra experience, making them even fucking better. Then we'll need the blacksmith, and then the Temple of Vulcan gets it to level 3, to tier 3 armor and weapons, giving them an overall bonus from its usual stats of +5 attack, defense, and +2 morale. Okay, with Syracuse expanding, that'll be good to fix up public order. We'll let that finish first. Actually, no, I won't. I need this done. Okay, at Masana. What do we need? Increase of income by a very small way. We don't really need a lot of income. I mean, we've got heaps of money. Oh fuck it, just get more income. Because I haven't really raised any troops, have I? We haven't raised many. This whole episode is just us teching up to get those perfect doom stacks. Let's see, here we need population growth. Go up to market. Which isn't going to increase population growth, but there's other things that will come from it. And over here we have access to the legionary cohort. But I need to go to huge city, which is, it's getting there. Let's get the cavalry stables. Now what we can do, if we're only going to have one Temple of Vulcan, but if we raise troops from Carthage, what we can do is raise the troops from Carthage, send them over to Capua, they can get retrained very quickly, and then send them off where they need to go. Okay, looking good. Moving on. The Bruttii didn't end up taking Patavium. What's going on with my allies? They're being really slow. Oh no, when I first played this game and was a noob at it, I do recall my allies, like the Scipii and the Bruttii, expanding very far out. Because I always played as the Julii first. Good, growing these settlements up. I do kind of wish the Senate would give me something to do, though. Even if it is, like, attack Numidia, I really don't give a shit. Okay, Thapsus grew. What do we need here? Yeah, go with that. Nothing else to do. How's the public order here? Okay, we've got to increase the games there. And let's move on. Nope, everyone needs to be a Scipio. God, I've wasted like 10 years just sitting around doing nothing. I'm just so not used to doing that. Public order's going down again. Alright, build that, that'll get it back up to 75. Actually, no. There we go, that'll fix it. What else? Nothing needs to be constructed this turn. Alright, moving on. One thing you would notice in a lot of my campaigns is that I very rarely play with elite armies. Because usually, right off the bat, I just like go ham on everyone, just exterminate all my enemies. And by the time I would have capabilities of getting elite armies, most of my enemies are dead. And like, there's so many times where I've recruited the Doomstack and they've gotten just onto the frontier just in time for the end of the campaign. But in this campaign, we'll probably be using Doomstacks the entire time. Because, in fact, we've almost got them ready. Alright, what else do we need? Okay, Lepcis Magna over here. Money's coming in pretty good. Just get some more, why not? Public order starting to go down because we focus so much on population growth and not enough on public order. It would be good to go and get this. That'll certainly help. All in due time. Like I said, I won't do anything without the Senate's permission. Or at their command, I guess. Moving on. This gives the Brutii and the Julii more time to build up. Now, what you can do this artificially. You can like go and like conquer a bunch of stuff and then just give them a bunch of regions. But that just... When I've done that in the past, it's a bit boring. For one thing, if you give them a settlement that you've recently conquered, they very rarely hold it. Now, the Senate like me, so that's great. Let's have a look. Because I've done nothing recently. But the people prefer the Brutii, which it doesn't matter. The people can't do shit to me. It's actually completely irrelevant to me in this campaign because I don't intend to ever overthrow the Senate. Alright, so now we have access to Roman cavalry, which are better than Equites. Actually, I think we had them before. Now we got access to Cavalry Auxilia, which I don't like. I like Horse Archers, I don't like Javelin Cav. Hippodrome so that we can get Legionary Cavalry. Or should we go with something more public order related? Now hang on, if we do get the Temple of Saturn, where is it? I'm pretty sure it does actually provide... Yeah, it provides the armor and... No, hang on, this is the Vulcan. Yeah, it does provide light. It provides armor, just not experience. Well, that's fine. We don't need experience. They can get that on their own. Alright, so yeah, let's build that up because the public order is a little bit shit. I'd like to drop that. Alright, now that this has been leveled up, we can drop the games entirely because I think the culture penalty has, yep, been completely eliminated. And there is still nothing to do. Moving on. Fucking hell, it's been like a long time of nothing. But, you know, the thing is, we're sitting here not doing much right now. But it's giving our enemies time to build up. there's going to be big battles in the future. Maybe this episode isn't going to be as interesting as it could have been, but in it not being interesting now, it's going to be interesting maybe in the next one. And, you know, it gives us time to build up these armies, which haven't started yet. Okay, Lily Biome has public order issues, so we need to build, I think, another peasant. Can get him another one. I need to focus a bit more on public order here. Unfortunately, Neptune does not provide a lot of public order. Jeez, this is almost a huge city. Okay, so now we have access to the urban barracks. Once we've got this, then all we need to do is get the armor sorted out and we can get our best infantry. We want to start recruiting them now because they can just be retrained very quickly once the armor's done. Let's see, what do we need here at Syracuse? Public order is a little bit dodgy. Large Temple of Neptune would only help a little bit. There's nothing else here that's going to provide any public order. Alright, we'll grab it. The Julii are the best faction for maintaining public order because of Jupiter. It's good, moving on. Either that or the Parthians because they've got the execution square. Oh wait, that's good for getting rid of corruption, not necessarily public order. I mean, it's good for public order as well. But they don't have the arena. Keep that population down. Okay, so we can now get the Quinquireme, but we've got no real need for it just yet, and there are better ships, so we'll wait for the time being. Diplomatic information, blah blah blah. Okay, Lepcis Magna, what are we going to do here? I don't think I've got any governors here, so I'm going to send a governor to Sicily.
Set sail! Moves depleted, sir!
And once again, just nothing to do. Moving on. Okay, looks like my Roman allies are finally getting ready to control northern Italy. No, the Julii were repelled at Mediolanum. All the petty squabbles that we can see from all the other factions going on, they don't realise just how much in danger they are as soon as I get urban cohort. They don't stand a fucking chance against them. Get out of here, dick. Alright, who's going? You're too old. Well, whatever. You can head over to Lily Biome. You can be the governor there for a little while.
Ready to sail! Set sail!
Good, we're getting Senate officers assigned. How are we going with our standing with the Senate? Still exactly the same. I mean, I could have raised an army to go and deal with these rebels. I don't know. It's not necessary. The thing is, you go SWAT down a rebel army and another one just pops up a turn later. It can be a little bit disheartening to get rid of rebels sometimes. Okay, at Carthage, what do we need? Public order's alright. Not great. Forget the awesome Temple of Saturn, that'll give us an extra 10% public order. How are we going for culture penalty? It's almost gone away entirely. It's a pretty large settlement. It's not growing that fast. Let's grab... Yeah, alright, whatever. Let's just get the public order under control. I mean... Public order is important, and we're in no rush. Anything else we need to do? At Lily Biome, what are we doing? Public order is much better now. Let's go for more money. And nothing else to do. Moving on. Also, I guess another good thing about waiting around is that when we do go and conquer certain settlements, I'm pretty sure the Senate hate you, so you can go kiss my ass. What was I saying? Doesn't matter. Britannia Gaul. The Senate have not given me any missions lately. Alright, Thepsis. What are we doing here? It's nearly about to grow. Let's go with extra money. We're certainly going to need it soon, because once I start cranking out these armies, I mean, they're not hugely expensive, but I'm going to need a lot of money to pay the troops. Let's see here. Let's go with wooden walls. Help us in the case of a siege. Awesome Temple of Neptune will give us access to the Corvus Quinquirium. But it's the only thing here that's going to provide public order, so I guess we have no choice. I mean, I could just run the games, but I just don't want to do that. Moving on. The thing is, with an episode like this, I'm a little bit concerned that people will be like, oh, this episode was so boring. There was only one battle, it was against rebels. It's like, okay, well, I've been asking the Senate to send me a mission, you know? They got nothing going on for us. And as I established at the beginning of the campaign, we're their bitch, and for some reason they're just not doing anything. I mean, maybe I'll go fight them. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so the thing is, I can't just get these guys out of the settlement now. I need to create some troops here so that I can leave, obviously. Get these guys back over here. You come over here. Retrain those ships as well. So yeah, we'll go and take out... Should we take out this one first? No, we'll go take this out. And yeah, then we'll see what happens after that. Alright, moving on. Because I reckon that rebel there is costing me quite a bit of money each turn. Not that I've got a huge need for the money. I don't get interest on it. But still, they must be punished. Oh shit. Get a ship from here. It's a little bit dangerous sending them by sea. Let me just see if I can send them by land. Okay, the public order here is actually really good. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that either. Public order is still fine. Probably because the culture penalty will be quite good now. Okay, here's something for us to do. I can't tolerate that. It's pretty much the exact same army composition. Similar army composition. Alright, now all of the units that we have here are obsolete, so it doesn't matter if we get defeated. Alright, so you'll have to go over here by yourself. Head to Lily Biome. And raise a few more troops from there. And Messana, you'll come up through that way. Messana's just got garbage. Okay, some Roman cavalry will certainly help. And you can have some auxilia from here.
Imperator.
I guess you'll kill them next turn. Moving on. You know what's funny? At around this turn from the Brudii campaign, I had like the majority of the regions in this area. Popularity falls with the masses again. Really couldn't fall much further. Let's have a look at it. And how come the Senate fucking love the Julii of all of them? Well, whatever. Maybe the Julii. Sometimes the Senate can be a little bit silly in regard to
Orders.
who they like. It's hard to tell sometimes. Alright, let's finish this off.
Battle. Victory!
Actually, with odds like that, just auto-resolve it.
Victory!
Because this army is obsolete anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Tower.
I want to replace it with better units. Alright, now as for you, Gaius the Harsh, old man, actually you're even older, I'm going to send him around the borders here to create watchtowers.
Forward. Out of move, sir. Sir.
It's not necessary,
Build tower. Imperator.
but that's what I want to do.
Move out.
And you'll take them out.
General. 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 Forward. Imperator. Onward.
What do we got waiting here? It's not just peasants.
Ready to
I'll
say.
get that auxiliary around here one way or another.
General.
I mean, it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Hang on, I've got additional troops up here. It doesn't matter, I think I'll just disband them actually, just to start it. Almost ready to get some urban cohort. Alright, what can we build? In Thapsus, we can build that to large city. Moving on.
Imperator. Onward.
Build a watchtower. Oh man, there's more rebels than I thought out here.
Build tower. Prepare for battle. Victory! Move depleted, sir.
So now we're the richest. Sitting around doing nothing makes you rich. Sort of. What do we want here? Better get another one of them, because we need to get the arena in here. That's going to provide us with quite a bit of public order. Alright, so now we can finally recruit the best infantry unit in the game, in my opinion, the urban cohort. Some people will say that the Spartan hoplites are the best units in this game. It depends on the situation. I would say that the urban cohort is the most versatile. In most situations, it is better. When it comes to defensive situations, definitely you'd want Spartan hoplites, because nothing is getting through Spartan hoplites when they're front on. But the thing is, you flank them or anything like that, and they're fucking crap. And also, they have very low armor, so you can shoot them very easily. Where these guys just are armored like crazy. Now that'll take a little while for them to get trained up. Now we need to build blacksmiths and the Temple of Vulcan all the way up. Or what are we going to start with? Let's start with Vulcan, because I also could use more public order to get rid of these monthly games, saving us cash. Over here, everything's looking good. So how about that? Urban cohort on episode 2. Then again, whenever I do something based on a certain episode number, it doesn't really matter. You've got to look at turn number. Oh, I forgot to do something. Doesn't matter, do it next turn. So the Britons are giving the Gauls a good hard time. No, you're not a Scipio.
Imperator. Imperator. March.
Okay, let's bring our auxilia up this way.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I mean, it's not going to help a huge deal, but it's better than nothing. Most of what we'll be up against here are peasants, so we might even be able to auto-resolve this.
Engage the enemy.
Yeah, we might be able to auto-resolve it, but because he's low in command, I think we should fight it manually. Now, it doesn't matter how many casualties we take, as long as, 1, we don't lose any generals, and 2, we don't lose the battle.
The portents are bad.
Oh, right, I said we'd, I forgot about that. We said we'll listen to his speeches, but it's just rebels. It's not going to say anything interesting. Alright, get into formation. Could probably do this just with the cavalry. So we got no skirmishes. What have they got? They've got some skirmishes, but our cavalry will sort them out. And what's that, rebel general? Okay. Now, if any one of them gets smashed up by a lot, it'll be good to create a fort here and just leave them in there, because forts cost as much in upkeep as the cheapest, as the units that are inside them. So I'm not really worrying too much about Pila. Let's go for it. Take them in. Oh fuck, they took my Principes really quickly. This is what happens when you've got a shit general. But then again, 2 stars isn't that bad. Okay, you need to fight this guy over here. Because this guy here is causing me big problems. Funny, the auxilia are the ones that's breaking the enemy. Well, if you die, you're an old man. Get in here and help us break them.
The enemy general.
Alright, good, we're down here.
Oh!
Let's hope we can get a unit down to like 1 man. That would be perfect.
Victory!
Alright, so that's not too bad. It's only costing 31.
Imperator.
I mean, putting forts down in this kind of area is kind of pointless. But it does say in the game that if you put forts down, it's supposed to reduce the chances of rebels showing up in the particular region. Doesn't guarantee it, I think it just reduces the chance.
Sir, attack! Victory!
So we're going to be up against
Imperator. Attack!
this. Should I fight this manually or auto-resolve it? I'm going to auto-resolve it. Okay. Just because it's just rebels, I don't really care that much. But with this army, I'm just going to go around and build watchtowers and stuff.
Victory!
Okay, now can we make these units into a really small group?
Imperator.
13. Can I get small? I can get a little bit smaller. 2. Costing me 2 in upkeep.
General.
So create a fort here.
Build fort.
Now that is a very efficient fort.
Move out. Move.
Very, very cheap. And since it's obsolete, that's perfect. Alright, what else are we doing? I still get people asking me all the time, like, why do I build so many forts? Because they're good, that's why. I mean, it should be pretty obvious why I build them there. If you build lots of forts on the way to a settlement, then you don't need a big garrison inside of the settlement, because the time it takes for the army to get to the settlement, you've brought your standing army to come and deal with it, rather than having shit that just waits in settlements for ages. I never understood why some people build like full stacks inside of their frontier settlements and just leave them there. Like, oh, I've got this huge defensive army inside the settlement. Yeah, but the thing is, what do you have the settlements for? The settlements are there to make money and to recruit from. And so if you've got like an army that's costing 4,000 per turn in a settlement that's only giving you 2,000 per turn, then that settlement is wasting your money. You're better off taking those troops out and attacking the enemy and getting new settlements, normally. Unless, of course, it's got an Attila-style corruption where you can take a settlement and end up costing you more money than it's getting you in taxes, which is stupid. Okay, Carthage, I'm supposed to be getting cavalry from here. It'll be growing to a huge city soon. Okay, it's Syracuse. What are we doing here? We've got nothing going on. Hard to tell if that increased our income or not. Okay, moving on. Looks like the Gauls' days are numbered. Attacked from the north from the Britons and from the south by the Romans. Alright, so Carthage is growing. Let's put that in the queue. It doesn't matter too much if it's done right now or not. Or is it? Yeah, just get done now. Alright, you can stay at Messana because it needs the public order, and just stay there for the time being. So we have our first urban cohort there now. Keep them coming. So we want to keep building this Temple of Vulcan up. So I can retrain this unit, but I'm better off just waiting until we're ready to actually do something. We're not fighting any real wars at the moment. And we're still technically at war with Carthage, but whatever. Don't need population growth anymore, so we can put that back to yearly games now, so that's saving us quite a bit of cash. Okay, Messana is not growing. It's a huge city. Good. We don't need to grow beyond 25,000. Moving on. Of course, if you can sustain the public order, then it is good to grow the population, because the higher the population, the more money you get from taxes and trade. See, they fucking just come back.
General! Attack! Out of move, sir.
Seleucids are gone without me having to do anything? Oh well. Well, that just means someone powerful is taking their place. Let's have a look at the faction ratings here and see where everyone else is standing compared to us. So if we look at the top 5 faction, I think that's us there, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so Egypt is right up there. That's fine, although they're a bit annoying to deal with their chariots and archers. Militarily, they're the strongest. Population, I have the most. Territorially, they have the most. I think I'm here at 7 regions. Financially, I have the most. It looks like Armenia is next. Population, alright, we've already covered that, I think. Or was it, whatever. Alright, what are we doing now? So, we've got... What are we doing here? Public order's pretty good. Let's just go for more money. More money means more armies. Because we don't have to worry about population. We'll be able to reinforce our troops, no problem. Our manpower is going to be near unlimited. Actually, public order here is shit. Let's build that so we can fix that up. Because I want to get this to huge city soon as well. Alright, everything looking good here. Yep. Check, and moving on. Titus Pullus. Oh no, Pullus, not Pullo. Almost. This game came out well before the show, Rome. 3D ship. Yeah, whatever. So it probably doesn't auto resolve for these. Get out. Get off my fucking land, bitch. Alright, do we have another unit that's really badly smashed up? Good, 31's not bad. What do I want to do with that? Maybe come down here and build a fort? It seems kind of pointless. I mean, no one's going to be coming from up here. It's fucking Numidians. Who gives a shit? Doesn't matter.
March! Fortify position.
Nothing else going on.
Ready to
Good,
stay.
moving on then. This is what happens when a campaign is when you're passive. You just end up burning through a lot of turns. Finally, something to do. All right. All right. So we need to get to Thapsus right away, obviously. With these armies, where are they? And we need to. I think these armies that I've got here are sufficient for the time being until my standing armies are ready to be deployed.
Aye, aye, Captain.
See, I told you can't trust Numidians, and fucking more rebels keep showing up.
Engage the enemy.
Betrayed by Numidia. Hey, I'm glad they've done that. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy down here. Shit.
March.
It's okay, you're old.
Build tower. Forward. Out of move, sir.
See, the Numidians are on the move. Oh crap, you're not going to stand much of a chance against that. But they don't never build siege equipment on the first turn. Okay, we're going to need to recruit from here. What do we need? We can get Praetorian cohort here already, but it would be probably best if we get Roman cavalry, or get Roman cavalry. Because we're up against Numidia, we're going to need to be able to chase all their damn skirmishes. Can't just have heavy infantry, it's not going to work. Doesn't really matter too much if there's rebels in my region here now. I mean, it's possible that the Senate might take care of them. Keep going with the Temple of Vulcan. Now, even though it is a case of, you know, we do what the Senate commands, but we're under attack here. We're going to, you know, put a stop to this army. Put a stop to this invasion if we can.
Sir.
Ooh, okay. We're probably going to need some legionary cohort here after all, because there's a army over here. Let's say, losing Thapsus for like half a turn is not really a big deal. But we're not going to be able to make it there in time. I don't think I'll be able to defend against that. But what I will be able to do is take it back straight away. And enslave the people there. Doesn't matter, we don't need it to be a huge city right away. Which of course it is enslaving our own people, but whatever. Serves them right for not fighting properly. Okay, so... See, this is what would have happened if I went over to Spain. They would have just come over here and attacked. Because this is what happened when I sent the guys over there to... You fucking kidding me? This is what I'm talking about. You go and take them out, and then they just come straight back. It's literally was proven 100% correct. They just keep coming back. So Lily Biome, yep, do that. Looking good up here. Oh no, no, no. If they take Carthage, that's very bad. You're going to have to deal with this. They won't take it on the first turn. So they have to go around the fort. Should build another one there.
Orders.
Yeah, it'd be very bad if they did that. Okay, that's Syracuse over here. What are we doing? Go with population growth. The public order is somewhat under control now. Yeah. Alright, moving on. Forgot about him. Not a big deal. We'll fight this, but I don't know what I can do to beat them. I don't have any advantages. They've got infantry advantage and cavalry advantage. The walls will not save us at all. The only thing that could possibly win us this battle is if the walls towers manage to burn the siege equipment.
Await my orders.
Okay, I think what we need to do, we just get to the town square, wherever the fuck it is. And hopefully they come here without their general. If they come here without their general, we can charge into them. And it'll be fine. There's no point trying to save the walls, because in here we have unlimited morale. It's the only place the peasants are going to be of any use. Which is to say they're still going to be totally useless. The main thing here, I mean this guy here is dead meat. There's nothing much he can do. And I think this is our faction heir too. Actually could be our faction leader. Which means he's probably old. It's alright. It's alright to lose old men. But when the other army comes up here to retake this, it should be easy for them. Of course, they'll probably enslave or exterminate the population. But they'll only hold it for a time. just you wait, motherfuckers. When my doom stacks are arrived, you won't stand a chance. This kind of shit's not going to happen again. It just takes time to get them. And of course all my towers are pointed the wrong way. The thing is, if we can kill their general, then we can win the battle. Because if this is my faction leader here, and this is just some douchebag general of theirs, he might be able to beat them in a standalone fight. Now, is he armored bodyguard? Yeah, these are the new ones. They're like Praetorian cavalry. They might... Wait, do they have the upgraded type? Let me just see. I don't think so. I think they're still like the... They might be, actually. But we've got like twice as many cavalry units as them in the battalion. Alright, what I think I should do here, because these guys are coming in by themselves. Here. And they'll come in a little bit later. So what I really want to do is get to the enemy generals. Our only chance of winning is killing the enemy general. Where did he go? He's over here. I come down here. They're going to have a hard time running away properly. Of course, my men are having a hard time getting out of the town square properly. Don't worry about Numidian javelin. You can kill them. There we go. Get into combat with them right away. So far, no casualties. Probably lost some hit points, but no casualties yet. There we go. There's one. Taking a handful of casualties, but this is a reasonable start. We're getting some experience. He'll need a little bit of a rest afterwards. We run them all down. Every last one of them. There's no time for that. Stay put. Okay, you just stay right there. Recover your fatigue. When they come in through here, we'll hit them in the arse. You come over here, lure them up this way. Roman armored general. Are these Eastern armored generals? Or are they just Eastern generals? Yeah, general's armored bodyguard. Alright. Just hold on, just wait. Gotta wait for the right time. Alright, here. Now's the time. There's no even point them bracing. They're still just going to get crushed by the armored general. Our only hope of winning now is to kill the enemy general, which we're not even close to. Come on, get in there. It's all up to you. I don't think we can win, but there's a very slim chance. I don't even know about that. Charge right in there. Come on, charge. Oh, it doesn't even matter if he dies because we've got unlimited morale here. Let's just hope he does alright. Defeats a distinct possibility. Yeah, unless we kill the enemy general, it's not going to happen. The jabs are being thrown. Yeah, there was just too many of them. However, the settlement will be easy to retake. I wouldn't say it was a clear defeat. They lost a lot of men on this attack. We cannot let them do that. So they want me to blockade the port of Thapsus. Okay, I'll send one ship to go do that. So you'd be armored general's bodyguard. Did we lose our faction leader, or was it a faction heir? Let me just have a look at this. I think he was a faction heir. Yeah, he was too. Damn. That's okay, he was old. Oh wait, he wasn't that old. He didn't even have any children. Okay, guys, the harsh. Yeah, that's fine. I'll leave you as the faction heir for the time being.
Imperator.
So your eldest son just died.
Engage
That's
the
okay,
enemy.
you'll avenge him.
Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir. Fleet ready.
So they didn't build any siege equipment, they never do on the first turn.
Ready to sail.
Now, I think what we should do is wait for them to make the attack, but we want to have our army standing in the rear here. Because we can use the walls to our advantage. Oh, they exterminated it. That's no good. Stupid fucking allies. And people wonder why I never bother with allies. Actually, I don't think anyone really wonders. Alright, so we've just hit an hour and a half there. So what I want to do is just hit the end turn, and then we'll end the episode there. Oh fuck, forget about him again. No big deal. Now, we're not gaining new family members because we haven't conquered more settlements. So they want us to take Cirta. Curta. Alright, well, we'll do that after this. After we've cleared these settlements. That's not going to be a problem. I did build, yeah, I built siege equipment.
Settlement under siege, sir.
So let's have a look here. Senate mission successful. Senate mission assigned, yep. All good. So it's good. Now basically the Senate's woken up, we can actually have some fun. So it was a bit of a waiting around episode, but it gave the Numidians time to build up and time to attack them. If I had built my armies up and prepared for the defenses here, not only would have been a huge drain on my economy, like this is not really a big deal, but they probably wouldn't have made the attack. I'm glad that they've made the attack because we're being defensive here. And all the while, these guys here, they're just going to tear through all of our enemies once we've finally built them up. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe. Part 3 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.